Hello, unlimited friends. I'm back again to answer questions about the law of attraction and its practical application to our lives. Today, the question is about being in love and dating. This question was contributed under one of my videos by Doug Barnett. And his question is, how do you take a law of attraction approach to getting over someone you are deeply in love with, but at the same time definitely think that person doesn't feel the same way back? She's my supervisor at work. I am in love with her. She doesn't know, and I don't want her to know because I know she will reject me. She went on a break with her boyfriend. I respect her, and I know she wouldn't feel the same way back towards me. She is many leagues above me, and I would never dare to approach her with this topic. I can't stop thinking about her. I just want a law of attraction approach to deal with this situation. First of all, Doug, thank you so much for your question. I know that there are so many people out there who are in love with people that they think are unreachable, that they think are so above them that they don't even consider the possibility that anything might happen between them. So thank you, first of all, for your question. So Doug, what I want to say to you is that the fear of rejection is what is holding you back. The fear of rejection is so big that you are unable to express yourself to her. And the fear of rejection is so big that you would much rather suffer the pain of being in love with someone who doesn't know that you're in love with them, but you are not willing to risk rejection. That, my love, is the diagnosis here. So let me help you with this. When we feel fear of any sort, basically what is happening is that we are really low on the emotional scale because fear is down here. But if you question the fear and if you ask yourself, why am I afraid? And I think that you already provided me with that information because you said she is so above me that she is many leagues above me and I would never dare approach her with this topic. Many leagues above me. In what way? Make a list of all those things that put her many leagues above you, because each one of those is a fear, and a fear comes from a belief that you're not good enough. And the way to deal with those fears is to remove the reason for not being good enough. For example, if you feel you're not well educated, then do something to become educated. If you feel that you're not good looking enough, then do something to enhance your appearance. In other words, do something to remove the fear that you're feeling. Because when you remove the fear, you start generating a vibration that takes you up the emotional scale because you start feeling more confident, right? If you feel that it's your position at work, then maybe you should consider elevating your position at work so that you're at the same level with her. And whatever that means, maybe you have to do some additional certifications. Maybe you have to earn a promotion, or maybe you just have to change jobs. Find other work where you can be at the same level with her. So in other words, what I'm saying to you is whatever your reasons are for thinking that you're not good enough, remove those reasons. And if they are reasons that you cannot remove, for example, you think that your nose is ugly, and because your nose is ugly, she's never going to look at you, then you've got to talk to yourself in a way to convince yourself that the nose is really not important. Because that really is the truth. And you would say that to a friend of yours if your friend was in the same boat as you. You would tell them, don't be silly. Women don't look at these things. She's going to disregard whatever your nose looks like because she has the ability to see beyond that to your heart and how much you care. Haven't you seen those relationships? I mean, I have. I've seen a relationship where the woman was very high in management and the man was working on the assembly line in the same factory. And he happened to visit the offices because he had a question, and he met her and they started talking, and he snagged her because he didn't think that she was out of reach. The more you think, sweetheart, this is law of attraction. If you think she is out of reach, then you are the one who is putting her out of reach. And so you've got to look at all those relationships that have come. People have come together, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of religion, regardless of social status. People come together for reasons other than these reasons. But if you keep giving yourself these reasons, then of course you are the one who is creating the issue. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about is being unconditional in your love. Unconditional love is about loving without any strings attached. So, Doug, you don't have to stop loving someone. You just have to be unconditional about it, which means telling yourself that you can love her without being returned love. And that's all it takes. When you are prepared to love a person, regardless of that person's actions, behaviors, thoughts, emotions, that is unconditional love. And there's no reason why you can't continue to love her that way. Because you see, love is an emotion that is at the highest place on the emotional scale. And all the work that we do, everything, all the strategies and exercises that have to do with mental health and peace of heart and mind, meditation, visualization, all of them are with one purpose, and that purpose is to bring us high on the emotional scale. Because when you're high on the emotional scale, when you're right up here at a place of love and joy, life just feels good. But what you're doing to yourself is not love, because it's not feeling good. You're calling it love. It's unrequited love, but that love is pain, and pain is not high on the emotional scale. Pain is down here. So in order for you to really love this person, you've got to love without feeling pain. And when you love without feeling pain, it's not going to matter to you whether she responds or doesn't respond. It's not going to matter to you. Love literally should be a one-way street. And love does not, for so many people, they want to see a return of their love. Or they want to get away from feeling that love because it's painful. And Doug, that's what you're doing in your question here. You're asking me to help you to stop hurting. And the way to stop hurting is not to stop loving. The way to stop hurting is not to stop caring. The way to stop hurting is to go up the emotional scale and feel love and joy without looking for a return of the same. And even though you're saying that you don't expect a return, but you do want a return. And that's the difference. That feeling of desperation, that feeling of obsession, that feeling of I can't live without, I can't breathe without this person. And the feeling that that person is not going to return your love. That feeling is painful. And love never feels painful. So think about animals and how they love us. Their love for us is truly unconditional. I don't know if you have any pets at home, but I have both dogs and cats. And even if I forget to feed them, even if I never pet them, even if I scream at them, they don't hold it against me. They don't expect me. They don't look for the love. They always give me love. No matter how horrible you are to your pets, they still love you. They are there to teach us how to be unconditional. And I think that it is a beautiful thing to love at that level. When you love at that level, whether or not she responds to your feelings, you will feel complete. You will feel happy. You will feel joyful. And then the universe will bring you people and things that match your vibration of love and joy. Hurting is what we want to give up because that feeling of hurting is really not love. See, as Abraham explains it beautifully, every subject is really two subjects, the having of it and the absence of it. So the subject here is the person. It's not love that is the subject. The subject is the person. You're wanting this person in your life. That is the subject. And you can look at this subject from a point of view of lack, which hurts. And that's what you're doing. Or you can look at this subject from a point of view of, I'm just going to love, 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 love. Because loving her makes me happy. Asking for a return of that love makes me unhappy. And so, you've got to not make it so important to your life. The fact that you care so much about her should not be so important to your life that it becomes neediness. Neediness is painful. Wanting something is not painful. Wanting something is exciting. Wanting something makes us happy. Wanting pulls us forward. It's what living life is all about. Living life is all about the deliciousness of giving birth to desire. What you need to let go of is the pain. And you let go of the pain by soothing yourself and telling yourself, it's okay that she does not know. It's okay that she does not respond. I can love her and be there for her without expecting the same from her. I just care about her so much that I want to see her happy. And I can be happy without her because just the feeling of loving her makes me feel good. And when you do that, you will find peace in your heart. And when you find peace in your heart, the universe will bring you things that are satisfying. Because here's the thing, Doug, you feel that there's no one else in the world whose proximity, whose being in your life can make you feel the way you feel about this person. And I am here to tell you that that is absolutely not true. Because there are at any point in time literally thousands of people who have the capacity, who have the wherewithal, who have all the characteristics that would make you respond to them with the love that you're feeling in your heart for this woman. That feeling of shortage, that feeling of lack is the problem. What you're telling yourself is there's no one else like her. I will never find anyone else like her. And that is the feeling that you need to let go of. And when you let go of that feeling, a whole different world will open up for you, where you will attract a partner who feels really, really the perfect match for you. And it could very well be her. It can be her, provided you give up the neediness, provided you give up the pain. But I can tell you that whoever comes into your life from that place of being so high on the emotional scale you're going to be so happy. You're going to look at that and you're going to say, why was I ever worried? Why was I ever in pain? Because what the universe has delivered to me is so perfect in every way. So Doug, I hope that this helps you, and I hope that it helps other people who are in the same boat. Love is not about neediness. Love is about being alongside a person, and you be you and be happy, and they be them and be happy, and you come together to be happy together. That is love. Love is not about feeling any sort of pain. All right, so I'm going to close this video here just now. And Doug, if this doesn't make sense, if you think you need more, just send me another message. I will respond. And anyone else who needs help with something that they want to soothe themselves with respect to, or you have a goal that you want to accomplish that you are not understanding why it's not working, then I'm going to suggest that you leave a question in the chat below, or if you want to do the work on your own, then grab a copy of the Law of Attraction Toolkit, which is available on my website. It is a course that shows you really how Law of Attraction works and how to use Law of Attraction tools in order to make things that you want possible, not just possible, certain. All right, folks, love you all lots. Bye for now.